Councilmember Puza says he's running a few minutes late. If you want to start. Okay. Are you ready?
Do you want to wait for Barbara to get signed in?
Oh, yeah. You signed in?
I'm trying right now.
Okay.
But I think that we did. Sorry, I meant to get here earlier and I couldn't manage it before.
I was trying to reset my password, but it didn't.
We're not signing, just, we're not signing. For both?
I
So you just remember what classes you're in. First edition class.
Oh, it's a different
First
one?
edition class.
I have my password saved
Look at you.
somewhere.
It's the same edition, right? First edition, last time. What theirs is, what is it?
It's first and last.
Okay, no domain. So yours is a little different. It's actually first name, dot, last name.
Oh, okay.
No domain.
Everybody was first name?
First name, dot, last name.
Yeah.
My full first name?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay.
with the hyphen.
Yeah. Only one way to do it fully.
We're getting there.
Okay.
My evil plan is working. She will become my twin.
They're gonna have to reset it. But you're not here anyway, so we can start.
So,
I got it.
Ready? We might need to reset it.
I already put my own password in there. Yeah, I already said it last time. Yeah. Oh, I see.
We may need assistance with the password reset.
No, it's okay.
Oh, we're okay. Oh.
I was just waiting for the email to come through. It just got here. I reset it and log right in. Thank you for your patience. I really didn't know we were early, but I'm early.
Say again?
Turns out you're not late.
Oh, great, wonderful. I'm not sorry.
That's great. Excellent. So how are you?
Get to test your ability to log in.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, council members. The time is 5:38, and welcome to the special City Council meeting of December 1st. I'll do a roll call. And I'm going to say that one more time. Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, City Council members, and members of the City Council. We are here at 5:38 to do the special City Council meeting of December 1st. I'm going to do a roll call. Councilmember Vera,
Present.
Councilmember McMorrin,
Here.
Councilmember Fish.
Here.
Vice Mayor Puza,
Present.
Mayor O'Brien.
Present.
All members are present.
Okay.
We have no speakers for closed session. I see
Okay.
there is
We have a motion.
a motion by Councilmember McMorrin and a second by Councilmember Vera to adjourn to closed session. Please vote. All members have voted. And that motion passes 5 ayes. The time is 5:39, and we will see you when you are back.
Oh, hey. You log in?
Yeah.
Welcome back, Mayor, Vice Mayor, City Council members. The time is 6:50, and we are just back from closed session.
Can I have everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag
To the flag of the United States of America,
and
to the republic which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And I'll start, wow, it seems louder. I'll start with the oral statement of land acknowledgement. The city of Culver City formally acknowledges that the land we inhabit today is the ancestral land of indigenous peoples who have lived here for millennia. The city of Culver City honors the Gabrielino people, past, present, and future, and recognizes their enduring connection to this land as its original caretakers. We are committed to supporting and uplifting the Gabrielino people and to fostering a deeper understanding of the histories and identities of all indigenous peoples in this region. We encourage all residents and visitors to join us in respecting and caring for this land. The city affirms its support for the rights of these indigenous communities and for the preservation of their cultural legacies. Okay, and we actually do have reports out of closed session. City Attorney, can you report on CS1?
Yes, with regard to CS1, there were 2 items. One item, there's nothing to report on. With regard to the second item, the City Council gave the City Attorney direction to initiate litigation at the appropriate time. Once litigation is formally commenced, information pertaining to that litigation will be provided upon inquiry in accordance with the Brown Act. And that concludes my report on CS1.
Okay, thank you. And on CS2, I am pleased to report that the City Council has unanimously selected Otis Jones as the new city manager. A press release with more information will be released on Wednesday, December 3rd. In addition, the employment agreement with Mr. Jones will be considered for approval at the December 8th City Council meeting. And do we have any reports from staff or from CBC members? Okay, great. Any reports from my colleagues? No? Okay, great. Do we have any comments from the public?
We have no speakers.
Okay, zooming along.
Sorry, I did have one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I just wanted to say that today we recognize World AIDS Day, a global day of remembrance, awareness, and action. And we honor the lives lost to HIV/AIDS, stand with those still living with HIV, and reaffirm our commitment to ending stigma, expanding access to care, and advancing health equity for all. And although there is incredible medication and technology in the fight against HIV/AIDS, we still need to remain dedicated to supporting those who work every day to prevent new infections and ensure that every person, regardless of background or circumstances, has access to compassionate, comprehensive care. And this year, the significance of World AIDS Day feels even more urgent as the federal administration has chosen to not formally recognize it, the first time since 1988. Regardless, Culver City remains steadfast in our values, and we will continue to uplift this day, honor those affected, and stand firmly with communities who rely on visibility, advocacy, and care. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. And I think we do have correspondence, so can I have a motion to receive and file correspondence?
We have a motion by Councilmember McMorrin, a second from Councilmember Vera. Please vote. All members have voted. That motion passes, 5 ayes.
All right, thank you. And on to consent calendar. Do we have any speakers for any of our consent items?
None.
Wow. Okay. Would anyone like to pull C1?
I can pull C1.
Okay.
Thank you.
CFO Soger, can we have a staff report, please?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Lisa Soger, Chief Financial Officer. Brief report on C1, which is the approval of a professional services agreement with the Center for New Democratic Processes to develop and conduct a civic assembly in an amount not to exceed $230,000, as recommended by the Civic Assembly Ad Hoc Subcommittee. Previously, on November 10th, Council had directed the formation of that ad hoc subcommittee to interview the entities the various organizations that had proposed that were a part of that staff report. And there had been 5 groups. And Unify America actually declined to pursue it. They were overextended in terms of their workload, so they did not participate in the interviews. But the 4 others did, and those were Healthy Democracy, the National Civic League, Deliberative Democracy Lab, and Center for New Democratic Processes. So after interviewing all 4, the subcommittee met and ended up selecting the Center for New Democratic Processes to perform a civic assembly surrounding budget participation, and that's the recommendation that is before you tonight.
Okay, thank you. Can we go ahead and combine questions and any comments? Councilman Fish?
Thank you, Mayor. And thank you for that staff report, CFO Soger. So just wanted to share that this is the end of a process or it's the beginning of a process, but it's the end of a search for a way we can bring more voices of all kinds into our city's budget process using this method that's practiced by governments around the world for decades now, a civic assembly. And I just wanted to thank my colleagues, Councilmember McMorrin, for her partnership on this in the governance subcommittee with me, and also Vice Mayor Puza for your help reviewing the 4 bids we received. And I just want to thank my colleagues for meeting today, all my colleagues for meeting today, so that we could make sure the process moves forward on time. I know we're all more than familiar with this one since I believe this is the 7th public meeting where we've discussed the budget allocation of the $230,000. So I'll be brief, and I just want to express my gratitude for staff's work and your time on this, and your suggestion to convene the ad hoc subcommittee and review these bids, which I was able to do with Vice Mayor Puza, and especially Elizabeth Shavelson. Thank you for all the work that you did to get 4 consistent, comparable bids in such a short amount of time. This pick here that the subcommittee is recommending, the Center for New Democratic Processes, they specifically centered their presentation around their experience facilitating assemblies that focus on improving processes, including the city budget. And they've worked with the Government Finance Officers Association, GFOA, on efforts to improve public participation in municipal budgeting. So I love that they come with that experience already. And their proposal also leaves room for expanding the assembly from 20, which we thought we only had enough funding to have 20 participants, but their proposal left room to increase that to 30. So thank you to Elizabeth and CFO Soger for making that part of the agreement. And I think that just brings it more in line with other assemblies and will lead to a body that's more representative of the city, and hopefully will get all the best ideas from this group. And again, this is about bringing more people into the fold. We're seeing other cities take action to sort of revamp and rethink their budget process. Chicago's in the middle of one process just like it. And I'm really grateful for all the time that's gone into this and all the thought partnership from my colleagues. So I'll leave it there. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And Vice Mayor, since you're on the subcommittee, can you report out your thoughts?
Yes, thank you. Thank you to staff and to council members Fish and McMorrin for bringing this idea to council, and thanks for all the organizations who interviewed and spent time with the ad hoc committee. We had great conversations with each of the organizations that interviewed, really had interesting questions to ask, and they all had different strengths. But for the reasons that Councilmember Fish already mentioned, I think that it was down to two, and this one really came to the top. They're very experienced. They have highly customizable and co-creative processes. They have a strong international and U.S. portfolio. And they have a strong ability to tailor scope and structure to community needs. And so very excited to move forward with this organization. And just, there's been a little confusion about the process, and some people wanted to I've received emails about, we should have done an RFP, but we were allowed to do the competitive quotations, and there is a section in the municipal code that says that the city may award purchase orders and contracts in any amount for professional or general services without complying with the provisions of the subchapter, provided the purchase order or contract shall be based upon competitive quotations. And so that's 3.07.065, professional and general services. So I'm glad we went through a thorough process, and I feel really confident in the organization that we selected. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilmember McMorrin.
Thank you. Really, so much appreciation to staff for just throughout this entire process being open to this idea, responding very quickly to additional requests. Just so much deep gratitude, because I know none of this was easy. So thank you so much. Deep appreciation to my colleague Bubba Fish and Vice Mayor Puza for bringing us over the line on this. I really am excited, and to me, this really feels like what it looks like when local government is working, when we are taking and hearing information, trying to respond, and also meeting the moment and the needs of the city. And so it's always an interesting balance. It is really hard to make sure that everyone is happy. I don't think that's ever happened since I've been serving, where every single person is happy about an outcome. But I'm excited that we are trying something new that will hopefully give us information so that we are more responsive and more better to meet the needs of our entire community, which has always been a goal of mine in my leadership here. So really excited for this newer entity that I didn't have knowledge of before. So excited that we're going with a newer partner, and excited that we'll also get to engage additional members of our community. Moving from 20 to 30 is incredibly exciting for the same amount. So again, deep appreciation for everyone that has been spending the time to give us feedback, to review municipal codes, to review proposals or quotes and things that have come in, to do this outreach that has been to the governance meetings, that have been to our budget processes throughout this 2025 year. Can't believe it's December already, but just very deeply appreciative for this moment that we are in, and looking forward to supporting this proposal. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Councilmember Rivera.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank the Vice Mayor and Councilmember Fish for taking the time out. I know both your schedules are insanely crazy, but thank you for really looking into this. However, I still am a big proponent of having a formal RFP process, even though the code, the provision says that we don't have to. I think especially for something like this, and I think it's really important to bring people along for the journey. There's already skepticism about this whole process, spending that kind of money, which the city really doesn't have. It's $250,000 plus whatever staff time, and I know staff is already extremely busy doing all kinds of other things to make sure that the city is running properly. But bringing folks along for the journey, bringing them and showing them that we're being as transparent as possible, we're doing this the right way and making sure that our I's are dotted and our T's are crossed, so to speak, moving forward. That being said, I remain open to the process. I think it's good trying something new. However, I think the way we got here sort of leaves a lot to be said. And I think, yeah, with that, I remain open to the process. I can't support this, especially spending that kind of money and knowing how overworked staff already is with everything else that's going on. But thank you all for your participation and your hard work that you put into it. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. I do, again, want to thank Lisa and Elizabeth and the whole team that worked on this. I know that we put you under a crunch, and I really appreciate Subcommittee, Councilmember Fish and Vice Mayor Puza for, I mean, it kind of bore out, you know, what some of the concerns were, that we weren't opening it up to enough potential consultants, and, you know, we were leaving out other possibilities. So I'm glad that, you know, all were considered, and one that would, I don't, you know, I'm not necessarily glad that they were chosen over the one that was initially proposed, but the fact that they were selected and they weren't originally the choice, I think shows something important. I am concerned about the money, and I'm sorry, I mean, I do believe that there's always, we should always seek the most input possible on on anything that we do. It's part of the process, the democratic process, and I do think that we move in that direction, especially with the Finance Department, very active in outreach and education, and the City Council having our workshops and then our budget sessions a couple months later. You know, I know there's arguments about time of day. Well, is it 3 in the afternoon a bad time because people are working, or is, you know, 11 o'clock at night a bad time because people are asleep? There's no way to win on that. And the fact that we have, you know, our Finance Advisory Committee, who is at our disposal to give input the way this could, and they are not paid. Neither are, you know, the other 50-plus committee, commission, and board members. I struggle with paying, and I mean, and I do see that this is the, you know, kind of the solution to getting more input. You pay people, but it begs to argue, you know, if we're going to do that for this, you know, why aren't we doing it for other things? And I don't want to do that because we don't have discretionary funds, like almost $250,000, including what staff time is estimated at, to do this. So I appreciate the reasoning behind this, and more input is always good, but I do not agree with, you know, the $250,000 to do it. So looking for a motion to move forward on it.
Please bear with us. Okay. We have a motion from Councilmember Fish and a second by Vice Mayor Puza to approve a professional services agreement with Center for New Democratic Processes to develop and conduct a civic assembly in an amount not to exceed $230,000. Authorize the city attorney to review and prepare the necessary documents. Authorize the city manager to execute such documents on behalf of the city and provide other direction to the city manager as deemed appropriate. Please vote.
Just to give feedback, City Clerk, even though I say yes, and it says that I say yes, that I get a message, operation failed. Please try again. So, just so you know. So hopefully it says yes over there. I just want to let you know that I'm saying
It
yes.
did not say yes over here.
Oh, oh no, so operation did fail.
Try a refresh.
Same for you?
Councilmember Vera, did you get the same error? You did. See if you can just hit the refresh.
Or is the pop-up blocking? Okay.
This is why we do a test run and we practice. And we do this on the first meeting. Mhm.
While we're waiting on the hard restart, I did have one quick follow-up question, Mayor, if that's all right, for staff.
Yeah, that's okay.
Just if you could, CFO Soger, like, touch on like the next steps with this process. I know we have the mid-year budget review is going to happen, and then we have sort of the start of the budget process. And just curious if you could share how we plan to, what the next steps are and what the council will hear next. Thank you.
Well, in terms of the civic assembly process, our plan is to have the ad hoc subcommittee meet with the consultants to go over timeline, some of the choices surrounding the demographics of the 30, that we have to sort of select those metrics. The full council will. So our thought is to sit down with the subcommittee to kind of tease out the schedule, the final question, those demographics, and then bring that in January to the full council to be approved, so that, and I don't think that will prevent the invitations from going out. The invitations will go out, but then that will inform the
The
selections.
selection, okay. Thank you.
So that we can have the folks up and ready to go as soon as possible.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yep. We are ready to hear a voice vote from Councilmember McMorrin.
Thank you, City Clerk. Yes.
Thank you. All members have now voted. That motion passes, 3 yes, 2 no, no from Councilmember Vera and Mayor O'Brien.
Thank you.
And we'll move on to C2 because it's the only
Yep.
other item.
Yep, C2. Would anyone like to pull that item? Okay. Can I get a motion? I'll second.
We have a motion by Councilmember Vera, a second by Vice Mayor Puza. Please hold. Okay.
Yeah, I don't even see the motion. Like it's like multiple meetings. Very strange.
Please vote if you can.
Oh, is it the last time? Oh, Freddie voted. All right, okay. Oh, I voted. That's fine. I'm back in the meeting.
Great. All members have voted, and that motion passes unanimously.
Great. Okay, any,
We have no more speakers.
No more
We never
speakers?
had any speakers.
all right, any last notes from any of the council members? Okay.
Mayor?
Oh, yeah.
Can I request to adjourn this evening's meeting in memory of Kathy Zermino? I just can I read a brief little, okay. I'll just read a brief little sort of description on who she was and what she did. For more than 4 decades, Kathy dedicated herself to the people and programs of Culver City. She served as president of the Culver City Guidance Clinic Guild, chaired the Fiesta La Bayona Committee, volunteered for the PTA for many years. She held seats on the Civil Service Commission, the Historical Preservation Committee, and the Redevelopment Preservation Committee. Known for her warmth and diligence, Kathy was recognized many times for her service, including being named Citizen of the Year in 1981, and she received numerous commendations from the City of Culver City Council for her leadership and community contributions. Kathy was 99 years old, and great friend of mine and the city, so I'd like to adjourn in her memory. Thank you, Mayor.
I agree.
We have a motion?
Well, let me click.
Got that, Councilmember?
Oh, I got it now.
You go. Oh, I see it. Oh, we got a motion by Councilmember Vera, a second by Mayor O'Brien. Please vote. All members have voted.
Thank you, everyone.
The time is 7:19, and we are adjourned. And that was a unanimous vote to adjourn. Good night.